we're going to today we're going to do the Orient and the uterus breathing for lady, and they have testicle breathing again, prostagland breathing, and chi weightlifting, and the egg exercise for women. And for men and women also, in the Tao said about how to urinating method, okay? And that is the, we have to learn how to control and learn how to, sometimes we use them to train the muscle and the ejaculation part also. And the tongue kung fu is exercise the tongue. So all these things is the some practice that really help in okay, and how to absorb the energy from the sun. Now, and we also have the multi-orgasm men and women, because men and women, they're different. Okay, so there are different parts that we have to understand how to handle this different part. And okay, so in the Tao, very important about the navel. So all the practice will always recognize the navel first. So energy is spiral around the navel, but we store energy below the navel. Okay. So so in the Taoist regarding the navel, also a spiritual, the belly button is also known as the spiritual gate. Okay, because we born from the navel, and the navel is always with us. And the when the navel, some people navel too open. So when the navel too open, is always can pick up other people negative energy, and that's why the navel have so much. The navel have so much connection to other people. So the so the first step, simple, is we need to learn how to close and opening the gate, because that is the most important connection that we have. We born from the navel, we grow from the navel, and when the navel is just like a two dimension. One is inside dimension, one is outside dimension. Okay, so inside is your own territory, outside is the other world. Okay, and so we use the yellow gold button. Okay, so yellow. So I like in Thailand the durian, very yellow. So when I look at this, that's the color. There's a color. It is very good color. And because the belly button is the opening to the world. And And also, negative energy, when somebody is too open, when somebody are too open, they always connecting to unwanted person, or other people can tap in our belly button. Okay, and especially when the person that you have relationship with, the navel very connect. So and that's why the whole practice is so much involved with, human. We said we have half human and half devil, half and half. So, so sometimes when the belly button open, now you attract other negative energy or other relationship that you don't want come. So the first step learned is to form a golden ring. Form a golden ring. And when you form a golden ring, so you are closing. So I use the like golden donut. So maybe easy for the Westerners. You have the donuts, okay? So we call the golden donut. When you have a golden donut, you are closing because the navel connecting to everything. Okay. So usually our own family and everything, they are very connecting. Okay. And when you have a relationship with somebody, the belly button also is open. Okay. But sometimes you don't want to always open your belly button. So when you think about a golden ring and around the navel, you're closing them. So that is the major key of this opening and closing the belly button. Okay. So and the theory is very simple, that golden ring and think about golden donuts. That is open, a closing. Now, so there are two gates. The other gate is the a blue gate. The blue gate. Okay. So the blue gate is opening it. Okay. So you have to aware that your navel, the people navel that too open, they always attract negative energy. So and you very easy to sometimes it attract, and it just you just invite them in that way. So that is the when you feel that, okay, my sometimes you don't know until you know, and it's too late. Your navel to open, and you invite because it's just like a connection. So the navel is connecting to. So the first, our own family have a very closely connection, and now when you're in the very big city, so many people, you just don't know. You don't know who negative, positive. You don't know. And so you have to just close them, okay? Close this belly button. And you can start it to see that you have more control of other people affecting you. And they can really affect you because when your belly button have connection, now you can have invite a lot of negative energy coming. And when you put a blue button, so the color a little bit choosy. So this is the color chart. So it's this blue, okay? This blue from here to here, spectrum. So you put a blue button, you're opening your navel. And when the belly button open, now you connect. Okay. So now you have to choose which to connect and which to not connect. That is the important part of the belly button. Okay. So this blue button, okay, opening. So we say it's too dull. Actually, it's like this galaxy. There's blue and black, a blue and golden ring, which is transferred back and forth like that. And when you want to make connection, you can open it. When you put a blue, you open it. And sometimes, you go to your family, the loved one, and you feel that you never open. And sometimes you go to when somebody says something negative or attacking you, you seem like they are punching your belly button, okay? And that is very hurting, this belly button, okay? That is very important because sexual relationship is quite close. It's close, okay? Very close, and you can have too much connection. And so that's why sometimes it's very hard to disconnecting if you don't know how to. So when you want to disconnecting, you put a blue circle, a blue color. If you want to open, put a blue one. So these two things, remember that, okay? And you feel it that when you feel, hey, this person. So sometimes some people, when you get close or close relationship, you feel like stomach ache, stomach cramp. That is the indication. But that is always involved with the belly button. That is the whole abdominal area. So that's why okay. So the closing of opening and closing when you're not trained on the blue and golden ring, you don't know. So now you know, you can decide, I want to close. So mostly you're closing. But one, you can know that when you see your loved one, your family, your friend, and everything, you feel this one open. So it's actually open. But for people that don't know how to closing it, it's too open. So we go wide open and you have a wrong relationship. And oftentimes, by the time you know it, it's too late. Okay. So So the so we have there are blockages. So you can do the belly button massage. Okay. In the Chin Chang, we always start with the belly button. Okay. But oftentimes you can do it yourself also. But it's a little bit what we call by technique that you have to do it. Okay. So let's try, because this is going to involve with your relationship. You feel it immediately when you get close relationship. This you feel navel or neck. Okay, so you see the in the belly button you have a ring. We call a ring. So you touch the belly. Now the middle, that is the belly button, but around there they have a ring. And that ring, you can press it. And so one hand you put on the navel, the other hand you hook. The other hand I use mostly middle finger, or you can use the index fingers. Okay, so I use the middle finger. I hold because it's a ring. So I pull this ring the other side, and I pull this ring the other side. So I can stretch this ring. When these rings are so tight, when these rings are too tight, they always have make you very nervous, stress, tension. That is become the navel, causing that. Okay, so one hand hook, the other hand pull. Let's try, everybody. Let's try. Now, you have to first thing, you have to recognize the ring. That's the first step. You find the ring. You have to find the ring. And you started to pull, left hand pull to the left side, right hand pull to the right side. And you started to, and you feel that how tight your belly button, and that indicating you are stressed. Okay? So sometimes some people really hardly to touch their navel. Yeah, it's very sensitive. Okay? But in here, all the Chin you always, when you massage, the abdominal massage, they always start with digging your belly button. And digging all this way. So you pull left, right, and you stretch them. And you feel it go right to the back. Okay? You go like, okay, let's do it. So pull, left, right. Okay. Stretch. Now, again, so we stretch 8 directions. Left, right, up, down, you have to use down, your thumb. Down, up. So you pull, down, up. Okay. Stretch it. When you're very tight, you pull them, go right to your back. Because it's connecting. This part is connecting. Now, so up, down. Now, diagonal. So the 8 direction. So left and right. Okay, you pull. Okay, and up, left and right on the top this way. So all together is the 8 direction. Okay, so when you the best time to do is when you lay down or when you wake up. Okay, so sometimes when this navel too tight, you're not going to sleep well. Yeah. Because this abdominal really disturb the brain. Because this abdominal and this brain are called So this abdominal we call the second brain. And the second brain, you look at the intestine, the curve, it exactly look like the brain. So this one we call second brain. And the Taoism discovered this few thousand years, so they have the whole practice. And the West is about 200 years ago, and they discovered that, hey, we have another brain. And they have the whole book called the second brain. And they discovered it, but up till now, they don't know what to do with it. They discovered it, okay? But the Tao have a practice, that's all, okay? So so when you actually pull them, now you feel that how tight you are, how tension you are, how stressed you are, okay? So let's do 8 direction. 1, 2, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? So you have to laying down to do it, and you feel it, because when you sit down, you are a little bit tight. So that is the belly button. Because the belly button, if you open it and no control or don't know, you're connecting to a lot of people that you don't know. When you go into the busy places, you feel, oh my gosh, so many things, you know. And because your navel keep on connecting. It's a bond to connect on the navel. It's a bond to connect. And once you understand it, I just close it. Just close it. When it's so much people and sometimes you feel a negative energy, I better close it. So you don't make a connection. So you know how to control your belly button. Very important. Okay? And now, negative energy. So this is I draw like little goals or little negative energy. Okay, and they always flow, and they always like to hang up with our energy. That's what they are. They want our energy. Okay, so that we call disturbing. It's just like a tiny little spirit. They're floating around. It's always there. You have no way to get rid of it. Only you don't open, and your body open, your aura. When you don't have a good aura, this negative energy, sometimes we call they need your energy, or we call they suck your energy. They do that, and so that's why when you do all this energy work, the first thing is your energy has to flow in a circle. And you have, everybody, if you're good and healthy, you have an aura. And the aura is protecting you. So when you have a good, healthy body, good emotional, you not react to negative emotional. So sometimes you look at a person walk in, and the way they look, it makes you angry. So what are you going to do? See? Because that energy is affecting you. So now what you do? You have to grow your own aura, and you have to protect it. And it's a simple practice. Okay, so let's just simple guide you through this part. And you already have it. Everybody have it. Only what I add in is opening and closing your belly button. Okay? So, to opening the belly button, we use the blue button. Blue. Okay? Blue is open. Golden, yellow ring is closing. And you just, when you close your belly button, you feel your aura grow immediately. That's all. Okay. But when you opening it, that means you are doing practice. Okay. So because the whole Tao practice always we like to start with navel. Okay. So let's start like this. Rub the hand warm. And we're going to focus on the middle fingers. Okay? And you touch right on the navel. Okay? That means your belly button is not that big. You cannot put both fingers in, but you touch them and you feel energy. So you feel the energy from the navel go all the way down to the door of life. Okay, so you touch, you smile, and this is when you. I always like to do them in the morning because it charge my. This is charging your battery. So sleep or wake up, I'll do that. So very simple. You touch, you focus on your belly button, and you started to feel that I'm charging my battery because that is your battery in the back. So when you touch and you charge, and you feel the navel warm, and gradually you feel your kidney, your door of life warm, and the door of life warm, it will radiance out the heat. It radiance out the heat into the kidney. Okay, it radiance when the door of life warm. We call connecting to the kidney. And especially the right kidney. Okay. Especially the right kidney. So the right kidney, the young kidney. And I always, in the morning, I want to see my right kidney red. And when I see my right kidney red, I say, I wake up with good energy. It's very quickly red. And I see my left kidney blue because it's yin, it's balancing the yang. So focus. And this one, I also use them to charge my battery, all by all battery. So you touch the navel, and in the morning, I lay down. And when I touch my navel, it warm, and it warm all the way to the door of life and the kidney. When I feel kidney warm, my battery fully charged. That's all. And when we have this battery low, when the battery are low, we're going to get sick. That means the indication when I feel that, oh my God, I cannot charge my battery, I know that I better rest. Okay? Because my energy, my energy and my reserve energy is not there. Kidney is store the reserve energy. So my energy low and my reserve energy is not there, I know I'm going to get sick. Okay. So since I practice this, I follow my master. I don't know, people know me 30 years, 40 years. I never get sick, that's all. Yeah. And I travel around the world, and I never get sick. Because everybody, so many people know me. So when you travel, you cannot get sick. And the teaching, you cannot get sick. So you touch and feel the energy. And when you feel the energy, So the time that you know you are fully charged is you feel this navel and the energy reach the door of life. And when you feel it reach the door of life, and you started to picture the two kidney. Right kidney red, blue, left kidney blue, that's all. But you picture two kidney, and right kidney is growing with red light, red fire. And the left kidney growing with blue light. I know that I am charged my battery. My battery is full. My battery is full. But the kidney, the bio battery, it can store energy. Feel it. Tongue up. So when I feel my two kidney fill up, my tongue started to vibrate, indicating the energy full and the orbit flow. So tongue up. When your tongue up to the upper palate, and so there are a few ways that you can feel that when I touch and I feel my navel warm and the door of light started to get warm and my kidney charge. Okay, my kidney, I can see that my kidney charging and the right kidney red, the left kidney blue. And the thing you have kidney. That is the key. And in the Tao, we're regarding kidney store energy. When kidney weak, you have lesser energy, or very little energy left. But the kidney store energy. So this is a very practical practice. It's very practical. And when a very busy day, or I travel, okay, I always do this because when you travel and fly, sometimes it's go to US is 24 hours. That's very exhausted, you know. Go to Europe is 8 hours. It's also quite a long flight. And flight is quite exhausted. And often that, but I teaching 30, 40 years. I don't get sick that way. Because I always make sure my battery are charged. When your battery charged, you very hard to get sick. Kidney is the one that protecting you. Okay. Okay. How are we doing? Any question on this part? Yes.
Color, right and left, the kidney. You first expanding in the middle, and when you see the color grow, you expand all the energy together in only one point, or how you feel and see that inside you?
Okay. The aura.
Yes.
Aura, we have it, but a strong or weak, that's all.
Okay.
A strong aura or the weak aura. So now, the belly button and the kidney is our basic energy, or we call the basic battery that holding energy. So if the kidney no energy, that means your whole body energy is not there. That is the key. So that's why I always charge the navel and go right to the door of life. And the door of life will be charging the 2 kidney. Yeah.
Okay.
And you have to train it, and you start to aware of it. Oh, I feel my kidney. Oh, I feel my kidney charge.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, because I see something like that. And
Yeah,
after, exactly.
it can be feel like expansion, contracting, expansion, connecting. Yeah.
Exactly.
And it charge.
Okay. And after that charge, how one like completely more big?
You feel that the
So-
kidney warm, and for me, I see like the red light,
Okay, see.
and blue light, and warm, and that means it charge.
Okay, good. Thanks.
When I was doing that, I felt like this terrible nausea and then coldness going all the way back to the left kidney.
Yes,
Is there,
that is normal. Sometimes, because we are in the healing session, like the working with the energy. Working energy, sometimes people, the body don't feel, don't used to the energy. So it can be, don't feel well, feel nauseous and everything. But after that, it go away. That means you overcome that. Sometimes when a lot of people, when they started to work with, when I held them and passing energy, the body started to receive more energy than the body used to, so they feel different. Yeah. Sometimes people feel nausea, feel pain. Some people feel a lot of pain because energy are healing or opening the blockages.
so stay with it?
Yes.
Okay, thank
So
you.
yeah, to stay with it until you go through it. In the beginning, sometimes people have to go through that. Yes. Hello?
Yes, sir. I have a question. Is there a way that you can, if you have a golden donut around the navel, but you're like with a group of people you'd like to really be loving, but you don't feel safe, is there a way to adjust?
So you have to determine it. If a group of people lovely,
So it's either open or closed.
you open it. Because when you closing is no connection.
Okay.
But usually, people navel is open. Okay. So sometimes people get too much open, so it pick up a lot of bad connection.
And the other question I had is, can you pass energy out from the navel? You said our aura is there. Could we give energy?
Not. I never do that. Passing energy to other people, never, no. You can pass to your palm, your thumb, your big toes, yeah. And the mind,
Master Chia?
but not the navel. Yes.
Putting the yellow ring is just in your imagination, you picture a yellow ring to
No,
close?
you actually, you have to, you actually is a golden ring. So I said a golden donut. You
Okay.
think that way. That actually,
So
that kind of
you
color.
think of the image around your belly button.
Yes.
You don't.
And actually, eventually you feel, okay, the yellow is closing the belly button, and you feel that you are safe, and you close. Or blue ring is opening it. So, but most people, it's just open, that's all, and don't close. Okay? Okay. So now today we have, so we're going to go into the,
Grandmaster Chia.
oh, okay, go ahead. Yes, sorry.
Thank you. So should we be practicing the blue and the gold twice a day? every day to maintain balance for our open and close?
When once you get it, you can, it's just like a Tai Chi, okay? You're controlling blue, okay? Sorry. So you control them, yin, yang, blue and gold. So you have open or close, open or close. So you're controlling it. Okay? Like when you get to one level, your gut feeling, this is negative, I don't like it. You just close it. Yeah. Because now you have more choice. So either I want it, I want to take and connect, or I don't want to be connected. Yeah.
Madam Chair, what is your opinion about piercing on the navel?
I never did that. So a lot of people like to pierce right on the navel, okay? But for me, I said, I don't like that. For me, you know, the belly button, we always practice around the belly button. That's it. That is a whole practice in the Tao. Because if you want to find the easy landmark in the abdominal is your belly button. That is the key. So every time, until now, 30, 40 years I practice, every time I still touch, okay, my navel. That's all. So now when I touch my navel, my mind down here. That's all. So when you put your mind right into your belly button, your mind calm. And you train them because that's a landmark. That is the most landmark in your whole body. It's the most easy to recognize. So if you want to, so that's why the Tao said, turn your mind down into the Dantian. This is the Dantian. So the middle of the Dantian here is the belly button. Okay, it's a whole bio battery is there, and we are the biggest bio battery is the intestine. That's the biggest one. Okay, and if you charge this bio battery well, you have a lot of energy. Okay, so we are bio battery, and if the bio battery cannot charge very slow, now your battery is no energy. So we are bio battery. Without it, when we sleep, we charge. Okay, but when you cannot sleep well, now you can wake up, you have no energy because your bio battery not charged. Okay. Okay. So that's not another question? No. Okay. So we now we're going to be talk about the yesterday we already go to it. So today we're going to go to the power of 10, 7 and 8. And yesterday we go to very detailed how to draw energy in 5 lines. And that is in the arousal state. When you feel arousal and you have a lot of sexual energy, that's the time you can draw this. So, the whole major part is still go back to this. And this statement, if you understand it, and when you do practice, I put it in my room. I print it out and put it. Okay. I always, when I when I feel arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion, my DNA renewal. That is what? That is life. That is life. Okay? If we want to say another big word, between life and death. If the DNA don't renewal, we slowly old and die, finish. When the DNA renewal faster, you get healthier, you get younger, and you have more energy. So how are you going to get this DNA renewal? When you have arousal, orgasm, love, and compassion. So when I teach this, I mean, now I teach a lot. And when I go back to that city again, and the people come back again, and they always talk to me, say, Master Chia, when you teach the sexual practice, nothing dirty about it. And I'm happy with that. No? Because a lot of time people when say, oh, teaching sex, oh. Okay. But when people learn, they say, no, it's nothing dirty about it. It's a really pure practice. And the most important part is the energy practice. That is the key. The energy practice. Okay? When you walk out, sometimes you walk out and do it, disturb me a little bit. Okay, thank you. You can take the picture close up and you can do it. Because when I speak, I focus people when you move. Okay, so this is the most important part. And how? So when you feel love, you see, when you feel love. But love and sex have to come together. Love alone in the Tao said is one energy. But oftentimes when people feel so much love, you know, that's a long time. How many years? 20 years ago, when Mother Teresa, when I in Germany, in Frankfurt, I'm doing, in the evening, I turn on the TV, and he talk about, Mother Teresa talk about. I think that is the last time that I heard her. And Mother Teresa said, you know, people ask them, Mother, where you get so much energy? Where you get so much energy to help people? You know what the Mother Teresa answered? And nobody actually understands it. When I feel so much love, and suddenly my sexual energy come up combined with my heart, my loving energy, I have so much energy. And people say, oh, Mother talk about sex, you know. But this is what you are learning. This is the whole practice in there. That is the whole practice. And she says something that she practiced for 60 years. That's it. And I listened to it. I said, I don't know how many people that understand that. But they think that Mother talk about sex now. Okay? But that is true. When you have so much love combined with the sexual energy, it makes the DNA renewal. Is that important? Very important. Okay? Extremely important. So when you understand this and when you quietly practice, love and sex combine, and you see, gradually you can see, hey, I feel my DNA started to renew, making active, divine, and love. So now, you feel that you feel love. Because love, when we talk about love, is love and sex combined together, make a human. That's all. How intelligent a human, and that is their energy, love and sex. Without this love and sex energy, this world not going to exist. There's no more world, no more human. Okay, so so another practice that you need to. So that is the belly button. Okay, no more question. So you need to learn how to close and open. Okay, so the pharmacy within, so they stand up. There is another part you should do. My best time, because here is in Thailand, it's not cold and not cold. So in the morning, I get up and I go to the toilet and I take my clothes and I work on it. That's all. And you're able to do it in the morning, it's very good. Okay, so rub the hand warm. So ask for the chi. Simple. Okay, ask. What happened? Ask and what? You'll be given. You ask for the energy, for chi. Okay, and that is the gesture. Ask. Give me energy. And you ask, and you'll be given. So you hold your hand out. You smile with love, joy, happy, gratefulness, thankfulness. Ask the universe to give you energy. It's very simple. When you ask, and with the sincere respect, gratitude, the universe will give you. Very simple. They are so abundant there. Can you tune yourself to be asked and tune yourself to be receiving? That's the only question. Okay. So your love, joy, happy, gratefulness, thankfulness, and you ask. What you ask? You ask for something is so abundant in the universe. Why not? It's so abundant. And all you have to do is receive it. Okay. So you feel chi. Now you emphasize in the tip of the fingers. So you charge your palm, touch the tip of the fingers, and touch the nipple. Now, your leg up and down, or spiral, feel arousal. You see the nipple between the heart. That is what the whole. So when you activate the arousal, loving energy come into combine. So love and sex have to combine together. So when you step the leg, you spiral. When you feel arousal. So in the first one, you usually can spiral 36 times. And feel this arousal, activate the thymus gland. Okay, thymus. So the gland system is our life. Okay, any gland system have problem, we control. Okay. So nipple, and feel the arousal go up to the thymus gland. Now, from the nipple, you feel come up to the thyroid, parathyroid. You feel it. Arousal, orgasm, activate the gland because this is the major gland. Nipple is the major gland. So, thyroid, parathyroid. Now, your tongue up, and you feel arousal, orgasm. Now, it activates the salivary gland. Your tongue up, and you feel the saliva coming up. Now you come up to the pituitary gland. Gland inside you, but there are a lot of connection outside. Can activate them. The light. So the pituitary gland, sometimes we call the master gland. Now, the crown, thalamus, hypothalamus. When you activate the nipple, the Tao believe that nipple connecting to all the other glands. So now you have access. But when you don't when you're not activate the nipple, all the glands cannot be accessed very easy. Okay, so nipple have connecting to all the glands. So you smile, you activate them, and now thalamus, hypothalamus, right in the center of the brain. Now, touch the tip of the nose, make a 45-degree up, between there, above the middle, up, there is 45-degree, there is the pineal gland. We call the light and darkness. So you smile. You know, it's a training and training and training. And one day, say, hey, I feel them. That's all. You see? Because the helping hand is what? Your nipple. The helping hand is the nipple. A nipple, in the Tao belief, they're connecting to all the glands. So when you activate the nipple and you smiling into that area, and you start to, oh, I feel I connect. Okay. So, you know, now come up to the adrenal gland, kidney and the adrenal gland. And again, back to the nipple. Lady, the nipple have very closely connecting to the ovary and the uterus. And men have a closely connection to the prostate gland and testicle. That is the nipple. So the major connection of the nipple is to the testicle, ovary, uterus, and prostate gland. So this practice, I like to do it. It takes very little time. Okay? When you get it, it only take you 1 or 2 minutes. Yeah. Because nipple connect. You get the nipple, it's a connection. And when you're connecting it, it's very quick to connect. And you feel that, oh, I feel my gland activate. Okay. So that you should do every day. Gland is what? A messenger. Okay, it's your messenger, telling what to do. It's very important. When the messenger don't work, you're in big trouble. A lot of things they don't activate. Okay. So and in the Tao, we believe. I tell you, remember this: a pharmacy within. It's really helped me, you know. So sometimes I don't feel well, I don't feel sick, and I said, I can heal myself, and I do it. So sometimes you need to, what we say, you need to make it become part of you. That's all. Okay, you make it become part of you, and when you make it become part of you, you have it. Okay. Any question on this part? No question? That's good. Simple one, huh? And, but I tell you, I practice it. So, you know, as I say that, I always very happy when students come to me, Master Chia, when you teach sex, nothing dirty about it. And I say, I'm happy. More and more people feel that way, because sometimes when people they go, this is teaching sex again. Okay, so we have this. We have, I think we haven't, oh, let's do the, emphasize again more about the ovary, uterus breathing and testicle breathing. So prostate breathing. So this is very good to do in the morning or evening. But sometimes you do evening, it's too much energy. And it affecting your sleep. So because too much energy. Okay. But do in the morning, that energy you can use for the whole day. And okay. So let's do this ori uterus breathing. It's very simple, but I guide you through the whole practice. And this one is the most useful for you to gain more energy. Sexual love and sexual energy is the most powerful energy a human possesses. It's the most powerful energy. And but we only know in the public is sex cell. That's it. And so many business is all sex and sex cells. So that's why when I start teaching, it take me 40, 50 years to build my name. They say I'm not dirty. And now people, they know it. They say, oh, Master Chia, that his sex is not involved with the dirty thing, dirty sex. Now, the ori and uterus breathing, testicle breathing, and prostaglandin breathing. That is what I have to say. That is very important. Okay, and let's go through that. If you want extra energy, want extra healing, do it. Okay, unless you don't want extra energy. That's it. Okay, you don't want more healing. But you want more extra energy, more healing energy, and let's do it. And very simple. Okay, all you have to do is have the idea of how the uterus, the clitoris. Clitoris we're going to talk about today is a major part. It's a big one. So let's do this. I guide you through this ori uterus breathing, testicle breathing, and men have the prostaglandin breathing. Okay, and okay, yeah, okay. So all the gland system, they are. Because remember that the simple secret is all the gland system linked together with the nipple. That's all. So that is when my master teach me, because I don't know all these things. But when he teach me, he said all the gland system linked to the nipple. Oh, that's all. It's very simple, huh? And if you understand that, you don't understand that, oh, nipple is nipple, so what? Okay, but gland is inside. You have no way to access it. But when you access the link, and that is the nipple, now you have the access. And now, when you know the location, and you have an idea how it look like. So that's why my slide, I very emphasize in all this. And this is what you have, okay, inside you. So that's why when I started to teach, that is 50 years ago, I said, my God, how am I going to make the Westerner understand this inside thing and how to work with it, But actually, I like it because a lot of Westerners, they already in the school have a basic anatomy study, okay? And when I talked with many people say, oh, Master Chia, it makes sense. It makes sense. So after I teach for a while, I feel that they accept me. Okay, when I talk about all these sexual organ and all these things. But what we're talking about is the insight and the energy of it. So when we talk about 5 major organs, it's the energy, the color, and how you recognize and how you make them work in a team. Okay? So every day, you have to make organ in a creating cycle. Must in a creating cycle. Because you put 5 major organs, five children together, what they do? They're going to fight. If you don't give them the law and order, they're going to fight. And that's how they are. Okay? Okay? So let's do this. I got you through. So this is, you have to do, if one, I don't know, you learn from me, and so many people say, Master Chia, if I do all your practice, I don't need to do anything. So for me, I do it. But because I do it faster and faster and faster and faster, so it's very quick to finish my practice. And this is inner alchemy practice, because every gland producing one energy. And how you're going to put them together is the later part of the practice. All these glands, every gland producing one energy. And how you're going to put them to work in a team, that is the key. Okay? So this one gives you a little bit more what the endocrine gland that we have. And the whole key is they're all linked to the nipple. Without it, you don't know how to access it. Okay. And so when we activate all the gland system, now we're going to spiral the, so you spiral like in the lady, the clit. So today we're going to talk about the clitoris, the clit. So the clit of the lady is very powerful. It's the power of the internal clitoris, okay? And it links to everything also for the lady. But this clitoris, and so, you know, when we are fetus, undifferentiated, you don't know this one is male or female. But so when later on it develop it, you started to. So now when you come to this stage, we can start to feel, oh, this is male and this is female. Okay, but it's still hard to see exactly. But when we're born, when we grow up, now it's very clear. It's the gland penis and the clitoris. They are the same. But the whole part, that important part about the clitoris, the clit, is you see only the tip of the iceberg. But inside is big. Inside is very big. Inside, when you look at it, this clitoris here, but it extends quite long and over. So that's why the clitoris ejaculation is very important. And the clit is connecting to the whole orgasm in a woman. And when so that's why when we started to activate the clitoris, okay, on here, and the inside activate the whole thing. And the first thing, so that's why the Tao said 3 ejaculation for lady is the clitoris ejaculation, and mysterious gate ejaculation. And the last one, usually not everybody get it, is the uterus orgasm. Okay. And they also have the fluid that come out. But it's very seldom because the uterus orgasm is more deeper into the uterus. But you cannot get it ejaculation unless you get the clitoris ejaculation and uterus ejaculation. Now, the clitoris ejaculation and the mysterious gate ejaculation, and finally the uterus ejaculation. That is the procedure that way. Okay. So, and that we talk more. That men, it's simple that you just have to learn how to. So the man in the Tao said, in the West we also talk, lady first. Okay. Mean you have to make the woman ejaculation first. But when in a normal way of sex, man is faster ejaculation than woman. So we call gentleman first and lady later on. And that is the Tao talk about for 1,000 years. That you have to make the lady ejaculation first. Okay. Because lady capable of many orgasm and ejaculation. You can have 1, after that 2, 3, 4, 5, like this, 6. Okay. Up to 10. A woman can have many ejaculation. For men, one ejaculation is involved with 40 million, about 40 million sperm. So the whole entire go out, and now the body shut down. You have to rebuild the whole sperm. So it take a while. It takes time to rebuild the sperm and the hormone again. Because the purpose of ejaculation is to have baby. And that is the key. So that way, if you don't have enough sperm, because like when a man ejaculation into the vagina, the first thing, it kills about 90%. That is 40 million, it kills up more than 35 million. More than 38 million to 39 million. It's only left very little survive. And that's why, because 40 million, and all they need is what? 1. 1 only. Okay? So that's all 99% is gone. So that's why in the in this part, is the man. So that's man ejaculation. You have to learn how to not ejaculation. So yesterday we already talked about we have the shadow and deep. So we say the power of 7 and 8 and 9. If you go to 9, you're too close to ejaculation. If you go to 10, you ejaculation. So, and 7 and 8 is just right. You feel a lot of love vibration, but in control. So when you feel that, okay, and that this is we call men need to train, is the mind training to be calm and control. And that is a practice. That is a training. Okay? So when your mind can be train your mind to calm, control the mind during make love. So that's the number 1. And through the breathing of 8 shadow and 1 deep. So yesterday somebody asked about the 8 shadow and 1 deep. This is a beginning that you need to train. But once you get it, you already control. You don't need it. So 8 shadow. That means most of the lady, or the mysterious gate, or the clitoris, everything is in the shadow part. When you go deep, it's not much. only on the side of the cervix. They are called the third ejaculation. So when the clitoris ejaculation, the mysterious gate ejaculation, now the uterus open and there are space. There's space there. And there's space where the penis can go there, but on the side of the cervix. And when you reach that area, when the woman open and the penis go to that area, it will make the woman uterus orgasm. That is the last one of the uterus orgasm. Only the first gate open, that is a clitoris ejaculation. And the second one, mysterious gate ejaculation. And the third one, the third gate open. And the man penis can go there, but on the side of the cervix. That is the major part. So that's why if men have to train with breathing, 8 shallow and 1 deep. So when you want to control your mind, you started with training with counting yourself. But once you master it, you don't need it. You don't need to count. And you can, your mind connecting with the sexual organ, and you can control it. So we said the training is 8 shadow. 8 shadow is that you stimulate on the shadow. So in the shadow part is the sensitive part of the lady. When you go deep, then not much. Only when you go very deep is the side of the cervix opening. Yeah. And that one, when the lady open, that means the uterus started to be receive enough stimulation, and the uterus started to activate, and it opened a space there. Yeah. So when a man penis reach that point, so usually women have to be on the top. Okay. So when the woman on the top, woman know how to guide the penis into that mysterious that point. That's what the women are. Okay. So a 9 shallow and 1 deep. And the sexual organ have so many reflexology points. So there is a man sexual organ reflexology point and the woman sexual reflexology point. So that is the and when you understand, so there's the gland penis connecting to all the glands in the whole body, connecting to all the glands body. And every area you have the adrenal gland, thymus gland, lung, pituitary gland, and prostate gland, heart. And in the body here, and there is a stomach, spleen, and pancreas area. And you come up to from here to here, there's the liver and small intestine. So that's why the penis have a lot of reflexology points. And that's why when you understand this, the Tao use this part for healing. And that's why when you want to stimulate which organ, is the friction about that to creating the healing. Okay? And the woman also the same, you see, very similar. It starts on, so the clitoris is all the glands, clicks. So all the clitoris connecting to all the glands, the same thing in the gland penis of man. And from there you go into the vagina. And that also connecting. So when you put all this together, when the penis enters into the vagina, and the stimulation you can see is matched. So that's why making love. And so the Tao talk about when you learn how to be making love and you feel 7 and 8, you feel arousal orgasm, that is the best energy. So when you feel 7 and 8, and that is the time the DNA renewal. Okay? So that's the important part, is the DNA renewal. Because when you get the 7 and 8, that energy make the DNA split and make a new one. That's why making love is, when you understand nothing dirty about it, and that is, and the purpose of this, we call, so that when the sexual organ come together and match, they match with all the gland system. And it's, so male penis stimulate in the vagina, which will activate the gland system for woman, and woman sexual organ also activate the gland system. So in the sexual reflexology, we have that. So the sexual reflexology is really reflecting the sexual organ into all the whole body. We have that. Okay. So that is the okay. Any question on this part? So you see the male sexual organ reflexology, female sexual organ reflexology. When they come together, they match.
So I have kind of a stupid question.
Yes.
What is reflexology? So you like rub these areas and then it heals that part of the body?
Right. Reflexology is, hand have reflexology, foot have reflexology. Now, penis also have reflexology because it's very connection into the organs.
So would you like, if you had a cough or something, then just focus on the tip of the penis or the front
Usually, we call a match, okay? So in the reflexology, we call a matching. So in the Tao said, okay, they look at your birthday, look at your chart, look at the element. The face review the sexual organ. That's the first step. Okay, and I think, like, I show you the sexual reflexology also in today's class. So when you sexual reflexology, our face, nose, eye, all reflecting the sexual organ. Okay, so it's that somebody fall in love with your nose because that is something in matching with her or like that. So that's why in the Tao look at this way. So some people have found your eye, you have beautiful eye, sexy eye, you have very beautiful face and sexy face. That is the reflexology part. And that is the Tao practice. So this sexual reflexology is one of the major study in the Tao. And also a simple, if you understand. So let's do this exercise. Okay. When we started to do sexual reflexology, so the sexual reflexology is that our sexual organs reflecting our organs. And it starts from the face. It starts from the face and the connecting the sexual organ. And lady, you have the vagina and the whole connection into the organs also. And this one is a major part. The anus region is divided into five parts. So that is, yesterday we do all these five line, okay, and back. So this is the back line, this is the middle line, and the back line, and the front line. So we learn all this in left and right line. And once you get it, you can do all line very clear one time. So I contract anus, left anus, right anus, front anus, back anus, and I pull up. I feel this 5 line go to all the major organ. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I've been wondering about the 5 lines. So does that mean that anal sex stimulates all of them directly?
Yes. So that's why actually the anus and the G spot of man has to go to the anus. Yeah. Because the G spot, I think I showed you the other day picture. The G spot of man, yeah. The sexual organ reflexology point. And that is stimulate the organ. And that's why we believe that way. Okay. And so yesterday we learned the anus, the pelvic floor, connecting to all these organs, left and right, front, back, middle, left and right. Okay. And so once you get it, you can do the 5 lines together. So usually I do 2 lines is the major one, left and right here. So I do contract anus because pelvic floor is the lower part of the body, lower part of the trunk of this upper part body. So in the Tao said, the pelvic is a floor. Right now, we are on the floor. So this floor is, so the floor here have representative of all the organ here. So there are the weight or the point, that connection is in the pelvic floor. So when I contract anus, left and right anus, okay, I can bring this energy to any organ I need. And that's what we did yesterday. So this is important. Once you understand this part, you can really bring the sexual energy. But the sexual energy alone don't work that way. So the love and sex energy combined, it makes perfect energy. So when this perfect energy don't come together, they separate. Love alone and sex alone, it don't work that way. Yeah. So love and sex, when they combine together, it creating a whole human or another kind of energy. Okay. So that's why when you feel arousal, orgasm, love, or when you make love. So when you have partner make love, now you generate love and sex. And from male and female combine together, so you get the whole very healing power energy. Okay. Now, so that's why we have the whole, yesterday, right? We have the whole healing, the 8 benefit. So when you have a lot of arousal orgasm, is in this sexual organ area. So that's why 5 lines is so important. And when you get the 5 line connect, you can bring this sexual energy, to any organ you want to do. So that's the key. Okay? You understand that? Yes.
So then is there a reflexology chart for the rectum as well?
Huh?
Is there a reflexology chart for the rectum as well?
Right in the anus.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so what's the question?
Like there's the reflexology charts for the penis and the vagina. What about the rectum?
the rectum,
Yeah.
the anus.
Yeah.
So always anus first. Always you have to contract anus. The first thing, anus.
Yeah.
You contract anus and the front.
Reflexology point, like in the
So they
vagina.
separate.
In the vagina, we have
Yes,
reflex.
the same,
In
but
the
it's not the same.
in the rectum, we have also or not?
In the rectum.
Yeah.
In the rectum, no. We haven't talked about, because the anus ring, okay, anus ring, and you have anus, front anus, back anus is the spine, front anus is the front line, middle anus, back line. Now, left anus, the left side and connecting to all the organ on the left side. And the right anus connecting to all this energy to the right side. So what's the question?
The reflexology charts you were showing earlier, the different points, the respiratory system and the kidneys and the liver.
Yeah.
In-
So what
If those are in the genital glands, are they also in the rectum?
the anus, the right rectum you talk about.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Rectum, are you talking about anus?
Affects all the organs by going the right, the left, and the center. So there is the reflexology point in the sphincter. Whereas the vagina, that you have to have depth and you have the different reflexology point. But the anus, they're in the ring. They connect through the thing, not set up the same
The
way.
ring connecting to everything, but the ring connecting to everything, that one. But you have to divide. The first training, you have to divide them into left, right, middle, and now when you can divide them into the, this is what, right, this is left. Now you want to get the energy to the right kidney, so you use the right anus and emphasize in the right kidney. Okay. If you want to go into the left kidney, or I contract left and right, you go to the left and right kidney. Or you want to bring energy into the left and right lung, you contract left and right anus, and your intention and the guiding and the left and right anus draw energy up into your lung. So different energy, a different area, but the intention, it's just like a lie. You say you want this button, you go to opening this door, this button to opening that door. And that is, they have a wiring there. Yeah. And that is the whole, what we call the major, main control, is the anus ring. That is a major control. Okay? But you divide them into front, back, left, right, that's all. It's divide them that way. Okay? Yes.
I have two questions. One picks up off of
Yes.
the question he may not have gotten a complete answer for, and a different one. So if there's penetration in the anus, is it as healthy reflexology-wise as it is in the vagina?
I tell you, I'm not expert to answer that.
Okay.
Okay. But anus have all the connection also.
Gotcha.
That's why they are there. So that's why, also, some lady cannot get orgasm, but they can get orgasm through the anus.
Okay, next question. You had a slide up just before he asked his question where it showed the male with the vagina and the brain, and you had talked about that yesterday, where the female has a penis in the brain and in some fashion, and and the male has a vagina in the brain in some fashion. And I've seen that, yeah, this one. And I've seen that in your charts, but I never really understood it. And I understand.
We said a male, man, sexual organ is young, but they need to find the yin. So the male sexual organ is young, but in the brain, when we talk about higher practice, so you have to creating yin yang, and we call a self intercourse, having sex with yourself, or we call having sex with yourself and leading up into having sex with God.
This happens in the fornix, right?
Yes.
This is where fornication comes from,
Right.
the word. So this is an energy you're referring to,
Yeah.
where the right brain, feminine, mates with the left brain, male, unites, and they operate in unison instead of separately.
Right. So, but this one we talk about sexual organ. So here, male sexual organ, but they have a female sexual organ there. And when you combine them, it's just like you have cell intercourse. Yeah. And that is the key. Okay. Yes.
Reflexology points are in our hand. If we touch our finger, we're touching our large intestines. If we touch our thumb, that we're with the lungs. Those connections are the same between the male penis and the female vagina. Those reflexology points.
Yes. So that's why we have the chart for you.
That's where they get to do this for the bone marrow. To do this is that you stimulate those points.
Yes.
So be the same as not the same, but sort of the same, but doing acupuncture, acupressure for affecting.
Hey, you're talking too far away.
Okay.
And
But it is like.
yes, that is the reflexology part. That's what we are mean to. Okay, that means in this part we talk about sexual reflexology part, and when a man and woman make love, they are matching what they stimulate, and that's why make love is so it's touchy, but also people hook on it because you are activate a lot of gland system, organ system. So that's all to the whole pelvic floor, to the anus. So we always say anus and left anus, right anus, top and bottom. So that is the whole thing we're talking about, and it's connecting to different organs, the different body and different organs part. So this is the back of the anus. It go up to the spine, and the right. This one is the left anus. So you have to emphasize what organ you want to bring the sexual energy to it, but you know the channel, you can bring them to it. That is the whole purpose. That we're learning 5 lines and the organs on the left side, organ on the right side. And now when you do the practice, when you feel I need to strengthen my kidney. Doctor said my left kidney are not strong. But the doctor cannot do anything. Okay? And all they do is say, one day your kidney don't work, cut it off and throw them away. That's all they can do. But in a down way, in a time say, hey, Translation. Huh? Okay. Sorry. Okay. Now, the most practical part is you understand the organs and you bring the energy into the organs. If you say, I have liver problem, and that's on the right. So your anus, right anus, and you focus on the liver, you bring the arousal orgasm to the liver, and you wrap them around it. That's it. Now, you really can feel that you are bringing healing energy into the liver. And that is how you use this one for. And it's very specified in what organ you want to heal. And the Tao discovered that the best energy that you can have is when you make love. Okay? Or you are not making love, but you are self-intercourse. So that's why we said man and woman have male and female within. Because a higher level, sometimes you just do it. Yeah, water?
Yeah, Monsieur, there's a question from a student. He read all the books, and in the book always written that bring the energy up to the spine.
That is the first step.
Up to the spine, first step, and then you do the line, the different lines. So these are different steps. So, but not mentioned in the book yet. So this is your development.
No, I mean, it gives you a more procedure, that's all.
Yeah. Because he mentioned that
the
in
next
the book.
book I put in. So
in
you
the
buy a
book
new
was
one.
not in, so that's why. But so I mean, you can explain. You develop yourself the practice, right?
So I'm writing a new book, so you can buy again. It's too many books. I decide the whole picture now. So all this picture is not in the book yet. So sometimes you take so long to develop a slide, picture and a slide.
I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
You're always talking about men and women having sex. What does Tao say about gay sex, men with men and women with women?
I'm not expert in that.
So Tao doesn't
But
conceive that?
in the book we mentioned that if the woman, so we say is more yin. So they need to have sun. They need to have, so we have talking about you need to expose the vagina to the sun. Because the sun gives you more yang. Because like if the gay for woman, gay is man, that right? The lesbian is woman, okay. So the gay is yang. So they need to do, so we have in the book, so we have, if the gay man, we advise that you foreleg on the floor and your penis go down to the earth, and now you can draw more earth energy up to your penis. Yeah. And woman, you need more yang. And the easy way to get the yang is exposed to the sun. So but you have to find a place that no. So you expose the vagina to the sun, you absorb the yang energy. Because yin and yin, later on, in the Tao belief that it make both energy a little bit more yin. The same thing in man, male and male is too young. Okay, and no yin. So that's why the whole thing. So is the male absorb the earth energy, is the woman absorb the sun energy to make it more even. Okay, did that answer your question? Okay. Yes.
For example, when you are doing the exercise of arousal for healing, and you don't know exactly what is happening in your body, but you have a pain, you just, with the intention and you have the energy, you can just leave the energy to that part that is hurting you without knowing which organ or which gland.
You don't have to know. If you feel a blockages, all you do is guiding to the blockages. You don't have to worry about what organs. Yeah. But if you know which organ, so you do it directly. If you don't know, you just guide to wherever the blockages. Or I always do it is I guide all the energy to all the organs. And the way we know that is When the organ need it, it takes more energy. When the organ is strong and healthy, they don't take energy. That's all. And that's the body adjusts by themselves. Okay? Everybody, we finish this part? Okay, we take a break and we come to the last part.